Скажи что-нибудь.
Мы поехали в лес. На Оленyi Ruchyi.
Всем привет.
Hello everyone, as the field promised testing a new camera. Left the house today is Sunday the 18th of October.
18, да? У нас октября. Поехали.
Let's go to deer streams in a natural park.
Поехали в Оленyi Ruchyi в парк природный. Сейчас будем.
Let's not forget to show you everything. At the same time we will test as a new camera shoots. See you.
Мы сейчас вышли из Божукова. Вот та самая скала.
The new camera is completely discharged. We're driving.
Мы едем.
80 kilometers left. Soon we'll be together. We drive up to the central entrance to the park. On right parking, wheel park. Paid parking, paid there at the checkout.
Парковка. Сейчас припаркуемся. Парковка платная, оплачивается там в кассе. Также там платится сбор за вход в парк. Раз. Парковка и два взрослых. Да. Приобрели.
Also there is a park entrance fee. Purchase tickets 550 rubles total. We did it. Adult 250 rubles, 50 rubles parking.
Это вход в парк основной.
This is the main entrance to the park. It village Batsukovo. Local residents have the right here pass just like that. The rest are all on foot. All sorts of interesting things here for children and adults. We are now going to one cool cafe, which made under the Russian stove, stylized. They sell all kinds of cheesecakes. We always take when we arrive at the park. There is a hotel in the park.
Здесь есть даже гостиница.
10 years ago, maybe even a little more, there was not this comfortable entrance. Cars came straight here through the crossing. The parking lot was over there, where two cars stand accordingly. No one took a fee, but the park was supported only by donations. Accordingly now everything is civilized. Paths are filled up, railings and so on.
Соответственно, сейчас все цивилизовано, дорожки отсыпаны, перила и прочее.
This is the same cafe. The Russian stove was afraid that it will be closed too, due to quarantine, but no, it seems to work. Let's go for the buns. Is there something ready? Well, so far, only cabbage soup. They took all the baked goods. It will be ready later. An hour later can I book? We'll be back in 2 hours. Thanks, there will be meat pies. And with potatoes, no. You will go back with potatoes. How much do you leave with potatoes? 4. Thanks.
Все, спасибо. Собственно, вот здесь начинается.
This is where the village of Batsukovo begins. There used to be a cool cafe here too. The cafe was run by ethnic Germans, but then something happened to them.
Но потом что-то с ними случилось, то ли.
Ask them if they themselves moved out. Business has not gone. The territory is empty. There they were German sausages, real beer. For those who are driving, you can always it was good to eat.
Ну, для тех, кто не за рулем, всегда можно было хорошо подкрепиться. Собственно, сейчас мы проходим через деревню, главная улица, и выйдем к началу маршрутов, собственно, сам парк. Вот такие здесь избушки, насколько я понимаю.
Now we pass through the village main street and we will go to the beginning of the routes in the park itself. These are the huts here, as far as I understand, some over there especially, for rent for the summer. You can come even for the weekend to rest here for a few days. There are several houses, rooms. We saw the rental announcements. So here we go to the fork, the main entrance to the park. Left we will be the Karst bridge, right there. Today let's go right. We will go to the suspension bridge and to the pyramid above the Irga River. By the way, the tablets were translated in English, new, such have not yet seen. Actually the beginning route. Let's go. There is another stand informational.
Так, ну вот. Собственно, мы сейчас вышли из
Now let's get there. We'll see well, in fact, we just left Batsukovo. We will leave. We will pass here. We will go here. Here. No, we will not go here. We will go here.
Пройдем вдоль Серги, второй висячий мост.
Here the first suspension bridge, then the Holy Stone. We will walk along the Serga River, a suspension bridge, climb a mountain here, a pyramid there from a bar is knocked together.
На реку Серга, на долину, и потом обратно вернемся почти тем же маршрутом, но у Дырватого камня пойдем вдоль реки, дойдем до Ангела Доброй Надежды и вернемся обратно в Бажуково. На все про все, думаю, часа 2,5-3 у нас займет. Вот, идем. Погода сегодня великолепная, ну для осени, насколько это возможно на Урале.
There is a beautiful view of the Serga River, the valley, and then back when we return almost the same route.
Плюс 1,0, но в движении достаточно комфортно.
But at the Whole Stone, we will go along the river, we will reach the Angel of Good Hope and go back to Batsukovo. For all 2.5 hours, 3 hours will take us. Here we go. The weather is quite magnificent for autumn as far as possible in the Urals. There is no rain, slightly cloudy, but not cold. It felt like a plus 10 degrees Celsius, but quite comfortable on the move. The forest is clean, dry and transparent, because that the rain was yesterday just passed quickly. Everything has already dried out. It is quite comfortable to walk and walk.
Достаточно ниже, чем находится
The
деревня
road seems
Быжкова.
flat, straight. In fact, here the slope. I measured at one time on the fitness clock height difference of about 150 meters. That is, we are going down now to the Surga riverbed. That's lower enough than the village's Batsukovo. We will go down to him, then we will go up the mountain again, to the pyramid. Here the fork begins. Straight road goes to the angel. We are on this road, we will return. We will go to the right immediately to the whole stone. There is such a clearing here, a hut on chicken legs. There usually sits a woman. Various souvenirs are sold, now closed. There is information about various animal birds that introduced in the local forests. Basic information about owls. A perforated stone. Here we are. This is a fantastic path made of hemp slices. By the way, walking is extremely inconvenient, especially in such damp weather, so it's better let's go aside. Let's just go on the ground, but the idea is cool.
Пойдем просто по грунту, но задумка прикольная.
The autumn forest is certainly beautiful. Everything is strewn with needles, and of course it would be better leaves. You could go through rustling, but also not bad. The silence is what? There are not very many people. It may be cold. People are scared or even for some reason, but with us it left Batsukovo 2 groups, now only one came across. Although we arrived not too late, it happened later we came for a walk. There is simply no season. Here we are no longer far from the riverbed Earring. There you can already see it in the clearing of the trees.
Позднее приезжали гулять. Может быть, уже просто не сезон. Ну вот мы уже далеко.
It can be seen below there is a trail along which we will return back to Batsukova.
Вот там в просветах деревьев. Ее уже видно. Там внизу.
I will show you it from above. Here is such an equipped path. The path is completely paved. We will now go down from the other side along the iron stairs.
Сверху вам ее покажу. Такая вот оборудованная тропа. С помостями. Тропинка проложена.
On the right, we go down straight to the riverbed in the Diravati stone.
По железной лестнице. Там справа.
This rock looks like the head of a drinking horse. Last time we were here last year and the river was shallow enough.
Похоже на голову пьющей лошади. Сейчас все покажу. Ну вот она, река Серга.
We'll come closer. We go further. To the next point our route is a suspension bridge across the river in Earring. I don't remember its height, high enough because the spring is spilling. In the river, the water level rises very high. Even in my opinion read somewhere, that the bridge was washed away once, so the water rose high. Well, you will see for yourself.
Вот та самая скала. Мы подойдем поближе. А мы отправляемся дальше на следующий пункт
Now
нашего
we will reach
маршрута.
him,
Это
but for
подвесной
now we are
мост
walking
через
among
реку
such
Серга.
picturesque rocks overgrown with moss on almost no well-maintained path with stones. You need be careful not to stumble.
Потому что весной в разлив река бывает, уровень воды поднимается очень высоко. Даже, по-моему, где-то написано, я читал, что этот мост смывал один раз. Настолько высоко поднималась вода. Ну, вы сами увидите. Сейчас дойдем до него. А пока идем среди таких живописных скал, поросших мхом, по практически благоустроенной тропе с камнями. Нужно быть внимательным, чтобы не запнуться.
This is where the river Irga makes such a turn. Interesting.
Интересно. Поворачивает этот маленький остров. Течение здесь очень сильное. Как-то весной сплавлялись здесь по
This
Серге
small
на
island, the
плоту.
current is very strong. They floated their own sacks on a raft, spins well. Here is the actual suspension bridge, there in front. You see, at what height it is. As I spoke about, you can imagine how overflowing the river is that, it even washes away.
Сейчас мы до него дойдем, перейдем на другую сторону. И, ну, отсюда не видно, поднимемся на гору. И оттуда будет вид на долину и на русло реки. Собственно, вот он мост.
Let's get to it. Let's go to the other side. You can't see it. Let's climb the mountain. From there will be a view of the valley and the riverbed.
Несколько лет назад он так хорошо гуляет.
Here is the bridge. We will force it. Now already calm enough. But when was it the first time? A few years ago. It sways so hard, especially if there are several people.
Вот река Серга.
When the whole stream of people is walking, it is very scary.
форсируем мост на другую сторону. Еще раз всем привет. Что ж,
Once
снимаю
again,
снова на телефон.
hello everyone. Well, I'm shooting again on phone. The new camera is completely discharged.
На мосту. Странно, то ли я ее не
Refused to
зарядил.
shoot on the bridge. It's strange if I didn't charge it, or if 4K the entire battery was discharged. In general I will continue to shoot further on my phone so as not to finish the plot, but in general it was enough for 40 minutes.
Хватило на 40 минут съемок камеры. Так что
I will
буду
watch and
смотреть,
try charge
попробую
again.
еще раз позаряжать полностью до конца и снова снимать. Мы сейчас перешли по
We have now
мосту.
crossed the bridge.
Движемся
We are
в
moving
сторону
inside of the mountain on
горы,
which the pyramid
на
stands.
которой стоит пирамида. Нет, камера не ожила.
No, the camera has not come to life. I will continue to shoot on the phone.
Хотя здесь и так красиво. Разрешение можно будет подогнать потом.
There, further on the left, a rock protrudes into the river, called rock Pisanitsa, so called, because on it were found drawings of ancient people, the camp of ancient people on the other side. It is not visible from here. Opposite the rocks are tent camp and rope
На другом
town.
берегу отсюда вот не видно, напротив скалы находится палаточный лагерь и веревочный городок. Ну вот, собственно, та самая
Here is the
конструкция,
very
называемая
structure,
пирамидой.
called a pyramid, at the highest point in the park.
На самой высокой точке парка. Какие виды открываются, я
What
вам уже
views do I
показывал.
open? I have already shown it. I'll go and show it again.
Покажу. Туда дальше дорога
There, further,
уходит.
the road goes to a karst failure, Mitkin mines. Before the revolution or, they were flooded, there are lakes formed,
До
also a good
революции
place for
добывали
camping,
руду,
for an
они
overnight
сейчас
stay.
затоплены. И там озера образовались. Тоже
And
неплохое
another
место для
cave,
стоянки, для
Friendship.
ночлега.
You can go into the cave, but there,
Вот.
accordingly,
А, еще
you need an
пещера тут.
appropriate clothes. They are
Пещеру
very dirty
можно
and dark,
зайти.
and the big
Ну, там,
hole is now
естественно,
closed.
нужна соответствующая одежда, она очень грязная и темно. А большой провал сейчас
The breed
закрыт.
began to crumble
Закрыт уже
very
очень давно, на
strong.
самом деле.
Earlier it was
Но
possible to go down the
тут
stairs to the bottom.
Порода начала осыпаться очень сильно. А раньше можно было по лестнице туда спуститься вниз.
Usually, few people go there in the summer.
Да,
Everything is
ходят
conditional. They reach the
летом.
pyramid, rest here and
Все
go
в основном
back.
доходят до пирамиды, здесь отдыхают и идут обратно. Все.
Let's go back. Let's go another the path that I showed you.
Который я вам показывал уже раньше, вдоль реки.
We will walk along the river to the Angel Good Hope. Is a small monument and there are several of them to the whole world. A sign of good hope, peace, goodness in the world.
Знак доброй надежды, мира, добра во всем мире. Сейчас вам покажу.
that there were more people on the main path. Now it took 10 minutes wait until everyone is out of their pants to record this video.
Пришлось 10 минут подождать локацию, чтобы записать это видео. У меня за спиной, как вы видите.
Behind me you see a drinking horse from another angle. Now I was in a cave, so this is not a cave, but a small, shallow grotto. There is literally 1.3 meters depth.
Небольшой, неглубокий, там буквально 3 метра.
Now we go further along this path, well groomed, come to the angel.
Идем дальше, вот по этой тропинке, по хорошей, по ухоженной, дойдем до ангела. Вся тропа вот так вот идет,
The
огорожена
whole
вдоль
path
реки.
goes like this fenced along rivers. Before there were no such a few years ago there was just a path here and the chain is tied to a rock. Somewhere in places even the remains of this chain remain. It was very unsafe to walk this
Остатки
path.
цепочки остались. Было очень небезопасно ходить по этой тропе. Ранее я говорил, что парк в самом начале своего образования
Earlier I say that the park at the very beginning of its education lived on sponsorship, on donations. In fact what this sign says, that this highway was built by a certain US citizen, Robert Post in 1998.
США Роберт Пост в 1998 году. Его общественный фонд.
His public foundation, there were donations for the construction of this road, on which we are now walking, that is, here so it looks in this direction and, accordingly, the
В
other.
эту сторону и, соответственно, другую. Вот она идет вдоль всего русла реки Серга. Мы по ней идем. Спасибо.
Thank you, Citizen Post.
Ну вот мы почти дошли
Now
до
we
ангела.
almost reached the angel.
Да, видно
I don't
вам или
know,
нет.
you can see or not, here he is on the opposite bank. That's where the people are, a little figure. Let's go a little closer, I will definitely show everything.
Обязательно все покажем. Этот мост, он тоже построен
This
на
bridge he also
пожертвования.
built with donations, one of the first to appear in the park. As it says, this plate is called Kapelanov Bridge, and was built on donation of the citizen of Russia Kapelyan U.A.
И сооружен на пожертвование гражданина России, уже Капеляна Ю.А. Спасибо,
Thank you,
гражданин Капелян,
Citizen
за
Kapelyan.
мост. Нам вообще сказочно повезло.
There is no one, fabulously lucky. Usually you can't get through to the angel. There are a lot of people, everyone photographs him, takes pictures. Now there is simply no one and it is possible shoot from all sides. Here is such a golden angel, the tablet is, Angel of One Hope, which is made in Sweden.
Золотой.
And that ain't right. Gotta get some new air, but there is none here. Got a sick feeling, I'll forget how to talk. And that would be
Табличка гласит, что это ангел единой
The
надежды.
symbolic image of the guardian angel. The first 7 angels were installed simultaneously, September 17th in Australia and Canada. It was planned to install 49
В
pieces.
Австралии, Канаде, Перу, Мали. Вануату, острова Тихого океана. Всего планировалось установить 49 ангелов. Что ж, нам вот туда сейчас наверх.
What are we going up there now? Stairs. They are all normal people descend, because they follow the correct route. We climb it every time. There is a little bit more up there. What have we gone?
Вот туда нам наверх, и там еще немножко. Ну что ж, пошли. Ну все, мы можем сказать,
We can all say the finish line. From this point a straight road leads in Batsukovo. We are going there. They are probably waiting for us the potato pies we ordered at the entrance to the park.
На входе в парк. Вот табличка показывает, что до Бужукова 2,2
Here is the plate shows that to Batsukovo 2 and 2 kilometers in total, until we passed 3 hours 6 minutes.
6 минут. Что-то около 10 километров. Сейчас еще 2. И можно...
Something about 10 kilometers. 2 more you can the weather will be fine. Peeped out sun. Another attraction the park is a centuries-old larch.
Ушли, хотя с утра было более пасмурно. В общем, одно удовольствие. Еще одна достопримечательность парка, многовековая лиственница, высокая. Тут вот возле нее стоит спил, сколькилетняя она. Но вот человеку не обхватить одному ствол такой. Конечно, не секвойя американская, но все же. А мы вас вроде бронировали. Мы 4 штуки заказывали.
Вы заказывали
Пирож картошкой.
Конечно.
Хорошо.
Hi, here next to her it costs how much years old?
Нет, здесь
No,
где-то
a
будет.
man cannot grasp the trunk alone.
Да.